is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. He will return this from deep in the end zone. They'll run on first down. Britt, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They go play action here on first down. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he holds it in for a Buccaneer touchdown. Odell Beckham, 58 yards. And the Bucs will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Buccaneers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because
he's got it with the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They go back to Carson here on 2nd. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Back to throw. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the 2nd round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. So let's face it, partner. No matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. They'll set up a throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race. But how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. He'll look to throw. Finding Miller once more, complete.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. He'll try again with and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bucs will take over possession here up at the 44. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. It's caught by OBJ. And down inside the 15 he goes. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Penny, a first down carry. The tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Clinton. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds here. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll try to run this one in, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Buccaneers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Catch is made by Metcalf. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And oh, a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Throwing on first down. Clinton. He finds his target. Beckham. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. They'll look to throw here, and that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They run for it with Carson, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Go! Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Got you, boy. I got you, boy.
After the penalty, it's Penning. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now this time he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw. Clinton. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He completes it to Beckham. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Myers' kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So little by little, the better of these two sides starting to become more and more apparent.
3 points is not a knockout blow in the 3rd quarter, but when the other guys haven't shown they can do anything, they don't have any points, this is looking pretty good. Maybe not a knockout blow, but a good stiff jab, that's for sure.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Buccaneers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 6 yards left on 2nd down. They'll run it again with Penny. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 13 yards remaining on second down.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Well, they went back to it, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. It's caught. Beckham. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Now it's Lockett. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tommy Trimble there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. 42 yards on the ground for him so far. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Britt. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. There's not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Again, it's Penny. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw. There's Trimble, the tight end. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. The good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because